This is LTV.
Inside Leominster is brought to you in part through the generous support of MP Crowley Incorporated and by Rockland Trust, where each relationship matters.
Hello and welcome to Inside Leominster. My name is Dean Mazzarella, Mayor for the city, and yes, we're live this afternoon as we are each and every Thursday. And you can see this later on. They played a number of times during the course of the week. You can also catch us on leominster.tv, and I also share it on my Facebook page. Our phone number is 978-534-1626. We haven't heard from Big Art in a long time. We got to get him to make a guest call in here. We haven't heard from him. And I know, I'd like to get him in. I'll have to call him next week. Anyway, we've got a guest today, so we have lots to talk about. Want to remind you, if you've dug your skates out of the garage or you found them in the basement somewhere, then the ice is in decent shape. It needs a little shoveling. We got a little powder of just a half inch of snow yesterday. And but other than that, it's been good skating. We've had people out there. As soon as school's out, we've had people out there skating and families, and then later on in the night, usually a bunch of kids will show up and play some hockey. So we have a clinic going on until it's 3 to 5, I think. It's a vaccine clinic, and COVID, if you like. It's not forced on anybody, but it's available as an agency, a health agency that's there to give those. You have to be 5 and older, purely and totally your decision. And still sliding down our school areas there. Be safe out there, because the more it gets compacted, the faster it moves out there. And you don't want to get on your sled and start up at Fallbrook or Samoset and end up somewhere on Union Street, you know. So there was reports in the Sentinel and Enterprise this past week about a walkout at the high school. It said there were 700 kids. There were no 700 kids at all. There weren't even 200 kids. So I think the news has turned into just clickbait. They print a headline and everybody hopes. Even now, I noticed on Facebook, even people locally posting things are putting things up just to get people's attention, so that they'll read the rest and click and comment on it. And it's intentional, right? It's clickbait is what it is. And I don't even know which news service you can go to get like a independent look at the news. And so I went into chat today, ChatGPT, and asked a simple question, and I wanted to hear the answer from a number of different news sources. And I knew what the answer was. There is an answer. And it came up a different answer and a different story from every news agency. And then if you've seen anything, if you have a dashboard on your PC or desktop, do you have a dashboard so all these news things pop up when you open up your computer? You don't? Do you have? Right? So mine has got like CNN and Fox, and then there's like a million of they make you think there's The Hill, but then there are like news sources that make you think it's a news source, but it's not. They're not really a news. They're just somebody that's got They claim they're news people. They claim they're a news agency, and they just make up the news is what they do. So very difficult to get, I guess, factual news anymore. I don't know where you go to get that. So you have to do a lot of digging on your own to get to the bottom of it. Or so if somebody is commenting something based on that somebody said, I'll go back and watch the entire. Not just a clip, because that's what you're getting is like a clip of something. And so I have to go back and watch the whole thing for myself so I can hear it. Otherwise, there's so much spin out there. So many different people the speed that they put behind it when they clip it, the background, they can change it around, they tilt the headline. So right here, you get only the information that's backed up, that's validated. And if it's my opinion, I just tell you it's my opinion, just like you have one. Anyway, we're taking a short break at 978-534-1626, and I'm going to try my best. The sun is stronger, the days are getting longer, the sun sets and the sun rises are more beautiful every day. And I know there's snow, but I'm starting to see the birds coming back. I'm starting to feel that spring is around the corner, like the flamingo said. And I'm trying to get guests on that are going to lead us to spring so that you're planning ahead of time. And my next guest is going to talk about some organic fertilizer. And, you know, you can't just keep pulling from the soil. You have to invest back in the soil. And that's what we're going to be talking about right here at Inside Leominster. I'll be right back.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. Everybody, we good?
Ready?
All right.
5, 3, 2, 1.
Back up the scissors, yeah.
And we're at Hungry Bowl, and this is a new restaurant that just opened up. It's where Outback used to be, but when you walk inside, nothing here looks like Outback, trust me. It's all been done over. It's beautiful inside. And they're right next to the Town Tire, is it? Town Tire. But they're right on that side of the Twin City Plaza. So we just want to give you a little citation, welcome you to the city.
First, I wanted to thank the community and the town for all the support. And we're grateful that we opened the door, and it's an honor to serve everyone in the community. So right here we have the Mongolian bar where customers can pick out their own ingredients, fix their own bowl, grab whatever sauce they like. And then the chef's gonna stir fry it in the middle of the grill.
So back there is this giant grill.
Yeah.
And so you pick all your ingredients.
Yeah.
So you might have, like during the daytime, it might be a different price than maybe at night.
Yeah.
I don't eat as much during the daytime as I do at night.
Definitely.
Should be the other way around.
Yeah.
But, so I go and I pick, I put it in a bowl over there.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna pick my sauce, and then I'm gonna bring it to them, and they're gonna cook it for me.
Yeah, and then if you want, you can observe how everything is going through being cooked. It's all open kitchen. And once it's ready, we have our staffs bring it to the table. Everything is labeled out, so we know who at the table has which bowl, doesn't get mixed up. And then you're ready to enjoy your bowl.
So there's little laptops on all of the tables here. Can I order my food right from the table?
Yeah, on all the tablets, you can order all the food right on the tablet. And once you get the order in the kitchen, we have our staffs bring it out as well. So everything is off of technology. The only thing that you will have to do yourself is basically choose whatever ingredients
Pick whatever you
like.
want.
Yeah.
Here you go. If that doesn't make you hungry at the Hungry Bowl up there where Outback was at the Twin City Plaza, I don't know what will. And so I could just share with you my experience. It's very clean. I think it's affordable. It's all you can eat. The older I get, the less I eat, I think, or the less I try to eat. I don't know if that's like true or not. Well, I know one thing. The more I eat, the less I burn off. So the less I eat, and there's a whole balancing act going on. But a ton of like fresh, everything was fresh, healthy. They have sauces that they have. Now, you can get carried away and get a particular sauce that's like loaded with salt, or you can get something that isn't. You can get sauces that are really hot, and it's not for me. Or you can get a mild. It's just really good and very clean, good service. And try them out. That's all I can say. I'm not here to, I'm just telling you, we went there, we cut the ribbon, I walked around, tried some of their food, and they even have squid.
Oh.
Huh?
I said can't do it,
You can't do the squid. If you can't do the squid, get out of the kitchen. It's like if you can't do the crime, don't do the, if you can't do the time, don't do the crime. If you can't do the squid, no. There are so many different options. You're fine. There's every vegetable and noodle and rice. I mean, it's just, and it's all you can eat. So there you go. And you could order from your iPad. Is that enough? Did I explain enough?
You did great.
Thank you. I get all dressed up for the occasion too. A tie on, a suit coat. Anyway, 978-534-1626. And Nana Yankson is with me. And his business is down there at 25 Mohawk Drive here in Leominster, right off of Nashua Street. And I met him at the Earth Fest. What do we call that night? Was it Earth Fest?
It was Garden
Mania.
Yeah.
And we were talking about his business. And I'm trying to get everybody excited about spring, but you've got to start planning now.
Yes.
And one of the things we tend to do is over cultivate our soils and expect things to just keep. It's like having a gas tank.
Yeah.
And eventually it just doesn't have any more gas in it, and it just doesn't turn the engine anymore. And with our soils, we tend to pull the nutrients out of the ground year after year after year, and we don't put anything back.
Yeah.
Is that a good way to sum it up?
It is, actually. It's actually perfect.
And your product does what?
It restores the soil back to what it was supposed to be in the first place.
So in other words, if you went to a field, nobody's ever done anything in that field, and you dug that up, and you compared it to what the soil's like after you replenish it. Yeah, pretty close.
That's it right there. You know, it's so you know how these days, I mean, we all know we all go shopping, we taste the fruits these days, the veggies these days do not taste like they used to taste.
Watermelon.
Watermelon.
I want to know where the Watermelon Council is.
Exactly.
I'm serious.
It is, right?
I love watermelon. It's healthy, very few calories, and it doesn't taste the same anymore.
It's amazing. So of the subject a bit, my family and I went to Ghana, and the fruits there and the veggies, when you taste it, like, wow, they
taste better.
They taste different.
Do they use fertilizers in Ghana?
They don't.
At all?
Some of them do.
Limited, to keep certain bugs away.
Right. But you can literally grow anything in the soil in Ghana because it hasn't been touched by anything, you know, so it's very fresh, you know.
So you thought when you got it, a papaya or anything,
mangoes.
Right? A mango. When you opened it, you kind of sliced it open, you ate that thing with a spoon.
You just bite it and it gets all over you. And
the juice is just dripping down your shirt, and you're like, this is paradise.
I know, it is so good. I like pineapples, you know?
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, this is what it's supposed to taste like, you know, because I haven't had a pineapple like that in such a long time, you know? And again, it's just how we have grown our, you know, veggies here. Fertilizers use synthetic, you know, materials in it. So the soil keeps on taking all this.
And they force it. They force the fertilizers.
Yes.
They don't just put fertilizer. They're trying to grow this stuff fast.
They are, but then they kind of take over the soil.
Sure.
You know, so
it's like driving fast. You use up more fuel.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah.
Exactly. So there is a thick layer of the fertilizer that we've been using that is preventing the roots, you know, to go into the real soil. So this is what we do. You know, this material is just old plants. You know, it's leonardite, you know, which is pretty much like old plants that kind of sips into the rocks of the soil, you know, and then it decomposes, right? And then it turns into the thick tar, which is what we have here, you know. And it all came about, my business partner, he does tiny homes from Turkey, you know, and so he was thinking about the sustainable living.
He does tiny homes.
Yes.
From Turkey.
Yes.
Now, what would they classify? Now we're on a whole nother subject here.
I know, right?
What do they classify as a tiny home in Turkey?
So a tiny home could
similar
be...
to here? Similar to here?
Same.
Okay.
No, so he actually brings it here to sell here.
Oh, he does?
He does, yeah.
Well, how come we don't have him on for a guest?
You know what? Let's set it up.
So like 700 square feet, 900, 800?
900 square feet. There's even 400 square feet. Yeah. There's even less than that, 200 square feet.
It's going to be like the Jetsons.
Kind of.
You're going to hit a button and say, make me toast. And the thing's going to slide out. Arm will throw a piece of, what kind of bread do you want? I want sourdough. You go in, a couple seconds later, it'll pop up, and the bed will fold down. It'll be in like 200 square feet.
Oh, exactly. It's great, right?
Are you kidding me?
Oh, I mean, you should come and see them because there is
Where
one
are
on
they?
site. Same place. Yeah, same place. It's there right now. I can count. Yeah. So he was thinking about that. Okay, so what goes with the tiny homes? Because tiny homes, right now we have some in Maine, Vermont. So we're thinking about what if you have your home and there's a soil, of course you can plant stuff.
Right. You can lay the sustainability. You can live. Now, see, my grandfather.
Yeah.
I can't remember, especially when I was young.
Yeah.
Us going to the grocery store very often. Hardly.
Oh,
the
wow.
biggest thing that happened is just down the street from here. There was a chicken farm.
Oh, cool.
They would raise chickens, and
Yeah.
you'd get fresh chickens, like literally fresh chicken. So there was not much of a need for everybody to do it at their house.
Right.
But
Right.
I can only remember few times ever going to like the grocery store. Everything came from, and my grandfather was remarkable.
Yeah.
He would open up, he would can peaches right from their yard.
Oh, wow.
Everything. Pears, everything.
Wow.
And when he had his tomatoes and he canned them, the last jar from the previous season
Yeah.
would open the same week as the new crop came in. He had it timed perfectly. Wow. Perfectly. But see, he moved.
That's awesome.
He composted.
Yeah.
But he also moved his crops around so that, he wasn't planted tomatoes in the same spot all the time, and he planted basil in between the, So there was a whole lot of that going on. And I think it's coming back.
It is, absolutely. I mean, I think, it's just like, it's how the world works in a way. Like all the old things that we thought were old and archaic.
Yeah.
We kind of find that, wisdom in that, let's say, and it all kind of comes back again.
Now back to watermelon.
Yes, watermelon.
So then I was told, well, it's because they took the seeds out. You got to get watermelon with seeds. And I'm like, okay. So then I went and got watermelon with seeds.
Yeah.
That didn't work. So then now I have to try like organic and see if that makes a difference. But I think a lot of times they're force feeding everything.
Yeah.
And because they especially like around here in Ghana, you can grow year round, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Around here, you have a short season.
Yeah.
If you don't get off to a good June,
Yeah.
and it's too rainy or too cold or whatever, and you're growing peppers. Peppers need a lot of heat in the soil. So if you don't get, we want to start, the planting season's in June, we want to be eating corn in July.
Exactly.
Well, it takes a lot longer to grow. So they're kind of force feeding the plants, so maybe you lose some of that.
Yes.
So organic, the things that I've had organic, I feel like it's healthier. Even when I was in like down south, I'm like, there's still something missing. I taste the watermelon.
Yeah.
It tastes like there's something missing. I don't know what it is. But I'm going to get to the bottom of it. When I go to the Watermelon Bureau, we're going to get to the bottom of this thing. So I agree with you. Things don't taste the same. But we also are think about a banana grows somewhere in many of the different countries.
Yeah.
By the time that banana gets to Market Basket or Whole Foods or whatever,
Yes.
it's weeks.
Which is the huge thing, right? Because they actually pick it when it's green.
Right. They spray it.
Yeah, and then they ship it all the way here. So, I mean, think about if you pick one that is on the tree, that is ripe on the tree.
It would be no good by the time it's here.
Yeah. But the taste of it, it will be totally different. So again, like I guess we are trying to cheat in a way.
Yeah.
So he actually brought this from Turkey last year to try it himself. He's like, okay, this sounds good, because it's in Turkey and Ukraine, and there is a substance called shilajit. It's very popular, which is people take it for like nutrients. It's supposed to be like a natural, like a super fruit in a way. Okay, and it has the same kind of composition, which is fulvic acid. So he brought this in to try it on his lawn in Shirley here, and last year his lawn was the best lawn around. He's like, okay, so this actually works.
Yeah.
So we did some more research into it.
You started bringing the product in.
Started bringing it into it.
Nice.
Yeah.
It'll be fun. I'm going to try it out this year. You gave me a sample of it, so I'm going to try it out.
Please do. Yeah.
And the other thing is, I think our soils aren't the same anymore.
No.
It's $30 a yard for loam, But loam's not all the same anymore.
Yes.
And it used to have nutrients in it, and they mix it with stuff because they're trying to get more money out of it, you know. They're kind of cutting it up, so to speak.
Right.
And it's not like the soil they just took out of a field somewhere. They're kind of mixing it. Although composting is good because you're getting a really popular. We sell compost bins. People are into it. There's a million.
Oh, that's great.
TikTok sites and Facebook. I mean, there's a million ways to show you how to, compost.
How to compost,
I think, like you said, we're going back to where we were in the past. That's what we used to do, compost.
It is, and that's why this is so good. It's like it's kind of bringing the nutrients that's supposed to be in the soil back. So you will need less water, which is great for us, to reduce that.
Yeah, water's expensive.
It's very expensive. You need less fertilizer, to grow the same crop that you need, and also it would taste like it's supposed to taste.
Oh, I love it.
Now,
what's the name of the product? I know you have it.
Yes.
If you want to pick it up, I know your microphone's not that. Oh, okay, you got it right there.
Yeah, I've got the liquid one. So this is all liquid.
Is that condensed? Is it
very highly concentrated?
You mix that with water?
Yes.
Okay.
You do. And so this is what it looks like here. So you just mix it with water. You just put it on the soil.
You spray it on, or
you can spray it on.
Put it in a watering can, maybe, and water it.
A watering can is perfect. It can take like 1 cup. Mix in the whole watering can.
Wow.
Just spray it around.
Yeah.
Before you plant. You can do it after you plant, like 6 months into it.
Yeah.
And also when you harvest, you can also do it.
So it's like a fertilizer too, right?
Exactly. Yeah. But again, the good thing is when you can use this for about 2 years, and the soil will come back to life again.
Wow.
And there is no need to keep on using over and over and over.
Right. Well, imagine somebody telling you, buy my product, but don't worry. You don't have to buy it for 10 years.
Yeah.
You just need to buy it for a couple years.
And then
we put the nutrients back in.
Yes.
And then I'm sure after a while you want to or you go to another section of the yard, maybe where the flowers are.
Well, exactly. Well, so this is the thing, right? So it's about the seeds too. I mean, it is hard to find genuine seeds these days in any ways, Yeah. And some of the seeds actually destroy the soil. So yes, this is always good to have.
Right.
Because it doesn't hurt.
Right.
It always helps.
Yeah.
So this is a liquid type. We have pellets too as well.
Like a granular.
Granular.
Do you mix that with water too, or is that just mixed into the soil?
Just the soil.
Yeah.
So just mix it in, and then we have a slow release tablet. Yeah. For like flowers and like flower pots, so it just goes in slowly.
You can use them inside too if you got plants inside.
Absolutely, yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah,
good stuff.
Yeah, so it's all good. Just I did read in a few places because people are starting to sell Shilajit now for people to take. That people are starting to drink humic acid now too. Please do not drink this.
Don't drink this. Disclaimer.
Exactly.
If you had a drink on a Friday night and all of a sudden you see this stuff,
do not do it.
Do not drink it.
I mean, it might give you just don't.
It might bulk up over the weekend.
Exactly. Yeah.
So is there a website, or how do people, if people are interested and they're watching this and they're trying to write a phone number down or something?
Yeah. Go to humicas.com. That's HUMICAS.com. You will go to contact us. You will see us. We are 250 Mohawk Drive. Yep. You can call us. There's a phone number there, or you can call me directly too. My number is 978-235-4390. Come down, see us. We will have a special, discount for every local here, of course.
And if you didn't hear all that, and you didn't have a chance to write it all down, call our office, and we have Nana's information, and we'll put you in touch. But this will be fun to experiment with.
Totally.
This will be fun. Yeah, I can't wait. Well, thanks for coming on. This is really great. Now, what's your background? You came from Ghana?
I did. I was actually born in Ghana. I moved here in '94 to Maynard. So I went to high school here.
Maynard? Did they have a lot of people from Ghana in Maynard?
No, just me.
Just you? That's what I was going to say. In Maynard,
I know, right?
There's a lot in Leominster. There's a lot of people in
Yeah.
Ghana.
Yeah, now, absolutely.
Churches and businesses.
There's actually a Ghana store here.
Several, yeah.
Yeah.
Churches, the Presbyterian church on the street is.
Okay.
Oh,
wow.
So you came from Ghana. I mean, you went to school
Ghana.
out there, and then you just decided.
Yeah. I went to school in Maynard, high school, and then I went to college at Nichols. Yeah. So a bit of so how I got into all of this stuff, I started selling wine. But the wine that I chose to sell was like less than 10,000 cases made cross-border.
Where did it come from?
So it came from California.
Napa Valley kind of stuff?
Paso, so Central Coast. Yeah. You know, and then French, some French wines as well.
Wow.
But the difference is every wine producer makes like 500,000 cases.
Right.
You know, and all that,
Yeah.
you know. So I went to harvest and I picked the grapes myself.
Really?
Yeah, with the farmers, and I got to find out that I'm like, so why don't you use these machines, you know, to pick? Because it's easier. Like, well, look around you. There's like poop on the grape, there's snakes. And so like, if you use a machine, it all goes in there and you mix it together for all these bigger wines.
Right.
You know, so the smaller wineries did that. So I kind of I kind of got picked into that, and I'm like, okay, I like smaller production stuff.
Of course.
Yeah. So I worked in wine for a while, and then I started doing solar. Again, Ghana's power grid wasn't very stable. I found out about Solar City, and I joined them here.
Wow.
So I got into solar. And through solar is how I found out about the tiny homes, because it kind of goes hand in hand.
Right.
Yep. And then we became partners there as well. And then I found out about this.
From wine to solar.
From wine to solar
now we're
to tiny
giving back.
homes to fertilizer.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, you're having fun though, right? And you
I
learn,
am loving it.
learn along the way.
You learn so much. And that's again, like, I love things that make things better. You know, like again, like those, like bringing soil back to life, how it's supposed to be. There's nothing like it.
It's very, I mean, let's face it, when you're planting things, it's very rewarding that you got something planted in the soil in your own yard. And you grew it.
I know.
And you picked it and you nurtured it. And now cut your tomatoes up, a little bit of basil, a little mozzarella cheese, olive oil, right? You sit down and you're like, now this.
It's great. It's great.
It's worth more than $1 million, right?
There's absolutely nothing like it. I love my small garden that I have. Of course, last year, I don't know what.
Something got in there.
Something got in there. And
well,
definitely ate
because you had a good garden. If it was a lousy one, they'd be like, hey, don't go to Nana's house. The tomatoes they're horrible.
Good point, right? Good point, yeah. But so there is nothing like it. You know, going out there, getting your hands dirty in the soil, you know, planting something, having to grow. And I have kids. I have a 10 and an 8-year-old.
Start them off right.
I know, right? And so this is for them at home, 6, 7. They love. I have no idea what that means, but they're like, Daddy, you have to do 6, 7 for us. Okay, cool. So is this you guys?
Look it up on chat. Tell you what, kid, I'll look it up on Chat GBT.
On Chat GPT, right?
And they'll be like, you know about that? Like, you're a pretty cool dad.
I know, right? I know. But yeah, you know, they all helped me with my garden, and it's great for us to harvest.
For them to see.
Yeah.
Anyway,
really
we're talking to Nana Yankson, and he's got this product that they're going to really start to move it this year. And they'll have a website set up and everything for you. Hold it up one more time. And it's really to replenish the nutrients into the ground. And I don't know what it costs to get a pint or whatever, the half gallon, whatever it is, but he'll give you all the prices. It comes granular, it comes a couple different ways. And I'm sure it's being used in other places already, right? You're just bringing it here.
It is, absolutely.
And it's a good product that I'll report back to you my findings.
Yes, please do.
And let you know how it all goes. Well, thank you. We'll be seeing you, and good luck. And it was nice to see you at the Earth Fest there, or the Garden Mania. The Earth Fest is coming up. We also have an Earth Fest.
Yes,
and
I'll be there
so
for
if there's anybody out there who's watching, who's like into gardening or planting, or I'm trying to get a guest to come on, from Garden Mania who will help us to like, okay, let's start. And the one neat thing about ChatGPT is you can say, I want to plant a garden this summer, and it will ask you questions. And it'll say, well, what do you want to plant? Would you like to plant like string beans? And it'll give you a list of things. So yeah, I think I'd like to plant tomatoes, and I'd like to grow them. Would you want to start the seeds yourself? And and so it brings you to it. But I'm more of a visual person, so I think I'd like to get a guest on, if anyone knows out there, anybody out there, and they could take us from the, okay, it's, because it's kind of fun now. You go to the stores and they got the seeds out, and they used to do they still send catalogs, or is the internet kind of take that away? But they used to send seed catalogs.
Very few companies.
It's the middle of winter, and you're going through the seed catalog, picking out your seeds, and you order them, and they give you a free calendar, and so you get all pumped up like spring's coming. And then you want to know how to. They have little pots, but you want to know when to start them, because you don't want to start them too soon. You want to know what side of the house. And then if you don't know the south side of your house, you can go to your phone and hit it. And every one of these things has a, what do you call it on them? What's it called?
It's a compass.
Compass.
Yeah.
They'll tell you where the south side is, so you can place your seeds, how often to water them. That'll get you going. It'll tell you when to transplant, how, like, temperatures that certain plants, because there are cold plants that like the cold. I saw somebody grow, I think it was Dick's Garden in Lunenburg. They planted like cold weather in September.
Oh, wow.
And they were still picking them in early November.
Oh, wow.
I couldn't, like broccoli and Brussels sprouts, and I'm like, wow, that's amazing. So anyway, we want to get you psyched up, even though there's still 2 feet of snow out there. We want to get you excited. So that, and the other thing is birds. If there's somebody out there that can like I know right now, birds like sunflower seeds. But sometimes people don't like sunflower seeds because they make a mess, because the birds rip open the shell and they eat the seed inside, and they throw the rest of it away. Now, I don't know very much about anything, but if you know anybody that's like really into like planting, or maybe one of the greenhouses will help us, tell us exactly how to get started, what you need to buy, add your product to, I mean, all this stuff, so that you can have a successful garden. So you really have to start planting now. So that way you're not like running down to Home Depot, buying plants in July, and thinking that you're going to get something harvested. You know, there was a guy down, people do grow watermelon. There was a guy down the street here, Mr. Gentili, and he grew watermelons. And that's why I think I'm spoiled. But he grew the best watermelons. Like, you could slice that baby, get a spoon, and just go forever. And then have a contest to see who could spit the seeds the furthest. I was the best. I don't know why. Anyway, thank you very much.
Absolutely.
That was fun. Right. We'll have you on again.
Yeah.
And we'll take a short break. Now that he made everybody hungry, go and cut up a mango, or, boy, there's so many good fruits. And did you ever, like honeydew? It's good.
Yeah.
But people don't venture out and get like a Santa Claus melon. There are all these different melons. And but the thing is with melon is you got to catch it at the right time. So if you try to cut it open too soon, and it's green, it don't taste good. But if you let it go too far, it's rot. You got to catch it at the right time. So we had a cantaloupe last week. Thing was huge, and we cut it open. It was the exact right time. It was so good.
That's awesome.
And I just kept eating. And she kept cutting, and I kept eating. And the Amish this year down in Pennsylvania, they had the biggest crop I think ever. It was $1 per cantaloupe.
Wow.
And there was just so many cantaloupes. They were huge.
Oh, wow.
And again, I'm like primitive. I just slice the thing open. Seeds are in there and all. And I just start scraping and eat.
Wow.
That's the best.
It is.
That's the best. All right, now that I'm hungry,
Awesome.
I have to go to the store and see if I could find the right strawberries and like blueberries. I got the best blueberries last week. They were the big ones.
Yeah.
I think you pay a little more. Somebody goes through them all and picks out the big ones. But they were so good in it. It's got all the antioxidants. It's good food.
Absolutely. Have you tried frozen grapes?
Yes. In fact, they say,
so good.
now that we're into culinary, let's switch on. We're switching from putting fertilizer in the ground to, but they say, and of course, read the read the tag on the back to make sure. But they say that frozen vegetables and frozen fruit, like I like frozen cherries, are good for you. Are just as good if you don't lose any of the vitamins or anything.
Okay.
And there's certain even canned foods that they say are okay. I think they say stay away from pears, and I don't know why, but there's certain stuff canned grapes, frozen grapes.
Yes.
Bang.
Delicious.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Cherries, and I just kind of put a couple of them in there and just kind of let them melt before I start chewing. And then when you get down to that point, you take your first bite, it just kind of goes around.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy. What did I do here? Anyway, let's take a short. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
That was fun. We're taking a short break here inside Leominster, 978-534-1626. Be right back.
Well, I'm pretty excited. I've been busting my back on these pictures, and I took an ad out in this art newspaper, and I don't mind telling you, I'm pretty excited. I think the problem was before is that I didn't really have an opening, People would look in, but I was still working on the pictures.
So what's new, honey? Are you working hard? Is everything kaplooey in that back place?
No, everything's fine.
I was literally working on these pictures day and night. And, with the weather not being so good, she wasn't coming in all the time. But, weather's nice out now and everything's all set. And I don't know if you noticed the new sign.
Yeah, my cousin Bill hung it up in the winter, didn't he?
Oh, yeah, right.
I want to sell that place, that one.
Yeah, I've been here a lot. I was here when the cops came.
Yeah, I want to get rid of it. It's too
I don't
dark
know,
for
something
me
about-
in the winter. And now there's this little girl.
What?
What?
I didn't hear what you said.
What did I say?
I don't know.
Well, I don't know either.
I noticed a lot of people who are looking in are paying attention to this one right here.
I'm just gonna go look at the pictures, the paintings.
Well, don't you have to fix them up the way you like them?
No, I'm going to look at the paintings, the pictures.
This one right here, this is my favorite. That's my mother. And you see that macrame in the center there? Well, she made that by hand, when I was a kid. And I was always intrigued by that. And one day, she was just gonna throw it out.
Honey, do you want any of this stuff? It's very delicious.
No, thank you.
Yes, beautiful song. And that's the Waverly. And our own Scott was in there, and it's a couple hours long. And I asked Scott, I said, remember all your lines? And he said, of course I did. I said, well, I would have had written all over.
It's a rehearsal, yeah.
Yeah, is that what it was? 10 weeks, huh? And you had a good showing. It's at the Congregation of Gudakim on Washington Street here in Leominster. There's 3 more performances. And it's kind of cool because City on a Hill Arts that does things in a unique way, you don't pay to go. Now, if you're a business, we sponsor them. But if you're a business, you can sponsor them, and that offsets the cost. And or if you'd like to make a donation while you're there, there's no set amount. You make the donation, whatever you can afford. So I was at a bit of a relief getting through the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first one is when we had the press there. So.
But I'm just saying, the first one you're like.
Yeah, but we knew that the press was there.
Yeah.
So that's where it was like, ugh.
Yeah, but once you get it through, then the second one's a little easier. And 3 years from now, you'll still be reciting the lines, right? Like the Wizard of
I'm
Oz.
not going to lose that, Dean. I'm not going to forget that.
Exactly. Anyway, I know I have it on here. I'll talk about it in a minute. It's in my notes here. But let me just remind you, we got good news. And we've been, for years, trying to get grants to replace the elevator, which is the original elevator at the senior center. I'm happy to report that we got about $900,000 in federal funds. Thank you to Senator Markey and Warren for helping us out with that. And so the money will be released very soon. We'll have somebody come in to design it. That's the next thing that has to happen, so it fits with the building and in the building. And then we'll put the project out to bid, and then construction. So it takes a little bit of time, but. So the big question today on social media was, why are they putting lights in near the bridge on Central Street near, near Meadowbrook, where the mobile home park is, and then also El Camino? It's because that bridge has to be replaced. So they're putting the lights in, and they're alternating. So there'll be one lane, but there'll be lights to pass you through the light in there, so it's safe. So that's the reason for that. Hey, if you ever thought, and soon I'll be hopping on the train. I'm going to go to the train. I'm going to get on the train just a heck of it, and I'm going to bring my laptop, and I'm going to work along the way, and I'm going to stop in Concord, West Concord. And again, I'll walk around a little bit. I just want the temperatures to come up a little more. Not much. And then I'm going to hop back on, and I'm going to go to Belmont, because you can get right out in Belmont and walk right downtown, or walk around, maybe get something to eat. And then, depending on time, I go further into Boston, or I may turn around and then just come back to Leominster. And but anyway, there's lots of fun. You know, they have a weekend package where everybody can ride, kids under 11. So they have a commuter rail, and I guess it's weekends, and you pay one price. It's $10 for the weekend, and all you can ride. And kids under 11 ride free. So there are actually bathrooms on there, space for fidgeting, little tables, traffic-free travel for the whole family, overhead storage for the kids' backpacks. I have no clue what's in them. Group and table seating if you want. Anyway, it's just meant to have fun. So during the winter, I mean, what a perfect thing. It's Saturday and Sunday. It's still kind of, you know, like last week it was cold. Like, let's go take a ride on the train. And we'll get out somewhere. Like I said, you can literally get out in West Concord, and there are restaurants, and there are things right there. And, you can go to, like, Belmont and, like, literally walk across the street. There's an ice cream place there. There's a cafe. There's a couple restaurants. There's a gift shop. And get right back on and come home. So, anyway, you can get the information by going to the mbta.com, and it's /mass by train. So they're just trying to add some fun. And also we have till 5 o'clock tonight is the flu shot and the COVID shot at City Hall. So the Waverly, coming up, that's the play that you just saw. They have 3 performances left. The 12th at 7:30, the 14th at 7:30. Oh, so tonight. I'm going right there. You're going there. Are you nervous? No? Okay. I'm nervous for you. 14th at 7:30 and the 15th at 3 in the afternoon. So you can go to cityonahillarts.org. And we got reviews from already that it was excellent play, and there's some funny parts. There's a little bit of everything in there.
No action.
No action. There'll be no punching out or no karate or anything. Nothing. Just pictures, frames. I've been framed. That's the first thing when I saw the first, I thought it was about being framed. No pun intended. And also, don't forget, now, isn't this an interesting, say you're just not one of those people. 30% of America says, I don't get into this whole Valentine's thing. I just think it's another like Hallmark thing, another way, like Grandparents' Day and Cat Day, and got to get a card for my dog. I'm just anti any of that stuff. Therefore, I don't do that. So, you want to hear something cool to do? Get everybody together and head to Pink in the Rink. That's coming up this Saturday, Valentine's night. They're dropping the puck at 6:05, not 6, not 6:09, not 6:06, 6:05. We drop the puck. Now, can I give you a little bit of traveler tip? Remember, if you get into the garage, you're going to have to pay. They up the fee to park. I'm just giving you little tips. I just as soon walk if it's not too bad. The other thing is, if you get there late, you're going to end up on like the 4th or 5th floor. When the game's over, guess what you'll be doing? Sitting on the 5th floor. Just so you know. Just remember, your friend gave you a tip, and I didn't even charge you for it. So it's free advice. Hardly anybody listens to free advice. But if you want to send some money to the Bears Fund, the heating fund, go ahead. Anyway, pink in the rink, and there are a number of ways. So it's kind of a cool thing. It's not per se Valentine's Day, you know, the roses and the candle and, you know, all that. And some people like that. That's fine. But it's just like, hey, guess what, everybody? We're all going out. Mom, Dad, Grandma, we're all heading out. We're going to Pink in the Rink. Family night, fun, support the cause of cancer, support the railers, and, right? I mean, how cool. You could still go to a local restaurant and all that, right? And some of them aren't taking reservations, so you might get in or get there early, and then at 6 o'clock, 5 past, Lenten dinners. Now, this is fun. Some people know how to cook fish. And over at St. Anna's, they know how to cook fish. So they're starting their Lenten dinners because next Wednesday is the beginning of Lent. It is already Ash Wednesday. Imagine that. See, if there's anything that'll make you feel spring or anything, it's these. The fact that it's Abraham Lincoln's birthday today. Now, when I went to school, it was a big deal on Abe Lincoln's birthday. It was separate from Washington's birthday. And they actually made a big thing out of it. And now it's just like, yeah, we're having a sale on 2x4s at Home Depot. Buy 6, get 1 free. One of them's name is Abe. I don't name your 2x4. And we got away from like, what is the real like, the history behind Abe Lincoln? And you know, and he was the first American president that was killed while serving. And so, and then there was a separate day for. Now it's like it's President's Day. And it's like George Washington, it's President's Day. That kind of, anytime you put a holiday on a Monday, it's nice to have a holiday on Monday. It's nice, you get a long weekend. But it does take away the significance of what the holiday is. So anyway, starting on February 20th, which is a week from tomorrow, the 27th, March 6th, 13, 20, 27, 4 to 7. Get that, 4 to 7. And volunteers are needed. Unite for Good. And we're going to be packing food at City Hall on Saturday, February 28th. 8 to 2 doesn't mean you have to come in at 8 and leave at 2. You can come in at another time. We'll put you to work. Help package high-quality, nutritious, non-perishable meals for our community. And the Eagles. If you've never been to one of these soup wars, oh, so good. I love a soup. It's March 1st this year. If you've ever been, you know the drill. If you haven't, it's awesome. Different organizations and people, chefs come in and do their soup, and it's like this big competition, right? I'm the soup king. You have shirts made, and you walk around for the next year going, I'm number 1. I did number 1 soup. But then people start saying, well, can you make me some soup? So there's the benefit and the drawback of being king of the soup war. Anyway, it's a big fundraiser. Thank you. Proceeds donated to local veterans groups and services. March 1st, it's a Sunday, so you leave church and you head down to the soup bar. And if you'd like to be one of the chefs, you can reach out over there at the Eagles, and they'll put you to bed. CTEI is having that's trade school up at the high school, have an open house March 14th. So if you're in the 8th grade and you're like, I'm really not sure, but let's just take a ride up there between 9 and 12, and let's see the different trades. You might be interested. You might journey right over to culinary, right? You might just, hey, I know exactly what I want to do. Anyway, up at CTEI, the I stands for innovation. And this is pretty cool. This just came in. It's March 28th. It's a little bit out, but I do want to give them a little plug. And it's a group called Froshin Dance and Social Club. And they're having live music and dancing featuring the Reminiscence. It's a 50s and 60s band. Saturday, the 28th of March, 6:30 to 10, right at City Hall. And let's see, for more information, you go to info@FROHSINNclub.com. We'll promote it more. I mean, it's just so. Tomorrow at the Public Library is Puppy Love at 10 o'clock, and then floral arranging at the Botanical Fun with the New England Botanic Gardens at Tower Hill at 2:30. And remember, we are open on Sundays 1 to 5. Then President's Day we're closed. So look at all the stuff I get through. Oh, if you're interested, we have a newsletter. I'm sure if you read the newspaper, most people are reading it for the obituaries. Stay out of the obituaries. Nobody has to read about you. Just continue to, check them once in a while and make sure you're not in them. But anyway, we have everything. We have our own newsletter. It's got all the news that you need to know about the previous month and the following month. Put it out once a month. But if you're high tech, you can go to our Facebook page because it's called It's Happening in Leominster. And if you're cool, you'll go to that Facebook page. All right, let's do some slides. Oh, by the way, we have these new schedules here put out in every language, and it tells you everything about the T, about MBTA. Everything. It's like perfect, and you fit it right here. Then you get your pocket. Nobody buys pocket protectors anymore. Did you notice that? Where are all the engineers? They got like 12. I do sometimes put a lot of pens. You look important. You look more intelligent than you really are if you have a lot of pens. And if you have one with an eraser, you really look smart. All right, let's do some slide. Everybody slide. Okay, here we go. It's Fat Thursday. I have no clue what that means, but Giving Hearts Day. It's Hug Day. Now, full disclosure, before you run up and give somebody a hug at the middle of the market basket, get permission, okay? National Lost Penny Day, and they're really going to lose pennies because they're not making them anymore. And it's National Plum Pudding Day. Aren't they like a month late? 2 months? Yeah. I never had plum pudding. I guess you get fat if you eat too much plum pudding. All right. Let's see. 1967 is when the Beatles did, on Ed Sullivan, Penny Lane and Strawberry Fields Forever. Imagine two good songs that were both good hits. Ed Sullivan. You ain't nobody unless you entered your career on Ed Sullivan. If they didn't invite you to Ed Sullivan, you were nobody. Everybody watched Ed Sullivan. 1993, Groundhog Day, remember that? Yeah, they just keep playing it over and over and over. But I've watched it like 5 times. I already saw it. You know what I mean? Like, why would you keep watching it? Groundhog Day, that's why. 1997, Fred Goldman says that, remember, what was his daughter that got killed or his son that got killed? His daughter gets killed, right? Son? Okay. Anyway, he said to O.J. Simpson, I'll tell you what, I won $20.5 million from the court, from you. I'll give that up if you just admit that you did it. And he didn't. 1999, U.S. President Bill Clinton was acquitted by the Senate in his impeachment hearing. And in 2023, if you remember this, Super Bowl, State Farm Stadium, Glendale, Arizona, Kansas City Chiefs beat Philadelphia Eagles 38-35. And this whole hype about, they started the hype a month ago about the Super Bowl and who was going to be performing. And it's all clickbait. It's all, the Super Bowl halftime is nothing but making money. I was happy to see Ricky Martin because he kind of vanished for a while. So I was happy to see him. I know, but still, I was happy to see him. Like, hey, Ricky, where you been? You know, that kind of thing. So it was like a reunion to some extent. It's like, Ricky Martin's back. And so I was a little, it's like the NFL doesn't do anything unless their general purpose is to make money. So all the hype is just about making money, right? Oh, let's see. All right, I have no clue what these pictures are, so I could be in a bunny suit or who knows. Here we go. City Hall supports for the Pats. There they are. Everybody was like geared up, psyched up. And let's see. Thanks to Roma Joe's for recognizing City Hall workers. They pick a different business all the time. They picked us. Like, me, pick me. You know, in this case. We went for a tour at Georgia Pacific. They're the ones that make all the, in the United States, I think they're like the leader in making those plastic forks, spoons, and knives. You know those new dispensers that are run by Pulse or just kind of like the toilet paper, no, the paper towel roll, you just kind of wave your hand and it comes out. What a wonderful operation. We had a great tour, and thank you to everybody at Georgia Pacific, such a warm welcome. And then we went to International Rectifier. It's now called IR Hire, and they make all the very sophisticated circuits and chips for aerospace and submarines and satellites. All top secret. You can't get in there unless you like got your top secret stuff. But they employ a lot of people, about 200 people there. And it's not just like a switch from a fan or something like low end. These are like when it leaves the building, it's worth like millions. So great tour. And then we went, and I'm hungry. The Hungry Bowl up there at the Twin City Plaza, and did the ribbon cutting there. And again, thanks to Roma Joe's for recognizing our public safety employees, and invited them all in at Roma Joe's. And great skating this year. This is the best year that I think we've had. It was, even when it was like -2, they were still out there skating. And some good skaters out there, and some kids out there learning to skate for the first time. It's so cool to come through at night. All the lights are on, the music's playing, people. I've got my skates, I just haven't had time to get out there. So maybe this weekend. So the nights are still supposed to be cool, in the 30s during the daytime, could hit 40s later on in the week. And there it is. If you drive over that bridge on Mechanic Street near Brady's, you don't see anything going on up top. But you know what? There's plenty going on downstairs. And what they're building is a rail system. And they're going to put a culvert together underneath and pull it from one side to the other and pull it underneath the bridge. Isn't that amazing? And there it is. First 30 feet of the culvert almost complete, 20 feet total. It's amazing. So they had to build the infrastructure first and a water pass that's going into those pipes. So they keep it dry down there. It's like 70 degrees down there. It's like a different world. They could do one of those movies under there. By the way, they're going to be making 2 new movies in Leominster. I can't tell you what they are yet, but I put the teaser out there. Clickbait. Go on my Facebook page, click on it. And there's third back. So this is me on the phone talking to my father, who was out in the, the waiting room while I'm on the phone. So I don't know who's on the phone with me, but I apologize for having trying to multitask. And look at the computer, look at the screen that's in front of me there. Isn't that amazing? Look at that place. Anyway, let's throw back Thursday. So there you go, everybody. Look at us. Do I have a minute to spare? 1 minute. All right. Thanks for watching tonight. I have my pocket protector in, but if you'd like, we have plenty of these. I'll have a minute to show you. Everything. A lot of people don't use the train because they're like, I don't know how to use the train. Everything is here. The different stops, the different times. They have really done a nice job. Whoever did this did a really nice job putting together. And so I'm going to take you on the tour. Maybe we'll have LTV come with us and take the tour as we make a few stops along the way from the Leominster to Boston line. All right, out of time here at Inside Leominster. Thanks for watching. Good night. God bless you. Remember, the world is run by those who show up. Thanks for showing up. Good night.
Inside Leominster is brought to you in part through the generous support of MP Crowley Incorporated and by Rockland Trust, where each relationship matters.
This is LTV.